What's up, YouTube? What up? What's up? What's up, nerds? So weird talking to a camera. What's up, guys? Haven't done a YouTube video in a while, like 2 to 3 years. So I thought I'd make a YouTube video. So I'm going on my first solo backpack trip, just a night, 2 days, 1 night, and I thought it'd be a fun thing to vlog. So I don't even know how I intro these anymore. Cue the intro. All right, time to talk to a camera. Oof, camera is very heavy. So this is gonna be short, but a little rundown of this hike. It's not a terribly long hike in. It's got a good amount of elevation gain for the mileage. I think it's gonna be like 1,200 total over 3.5, 4 miles. Currently pacing at like a 25-minute mile, which is okay, but we aren't hitting any real elevation yet. So I'm hoping another 3 more hours should be there. I'm not really looking to pace a ton of miles. I'm really just trying to find a nice experience, a good place to camp. I'm gonna try to camp towards the peak. It's called Lion's Head Rock. The head looks like a lion. The head looks like a lion. I checked the trail check-ins. Looks like there's only 2 other people that are gonna be on the trail overnight with me. It's pretty cool, so we should pretty much have everything to ourselves. And the cryptids, the skinwalkers, and other uncharted animals. I want to talk a little bit about, I guess, my challenge with solo backpacking. This is my first one. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, I'll be honest. I'm not a super experienced backpacker, but I'm not a beginner either. So my reservations are pretty much this. A, I was afraid I'd get out here and not enjoy myself because I'm always backpacking with a friend. So now I'm going to be alone. I'm worried it's not going to be as fun. So I'm afraid to be essentially being bored, not enjoying myself fully, and being like, well, this kind of defeats the purpose of hiking a bunch of miles with about 50 pounds on my back and sleeping on the ground if it's not fun. And secondly, it gets creepy at night, or it can get creepy at night, even with other people. You know, humans, we are animals at the end of the day, and we do have a survival instinct and intuition. Sometimes you just get like, ooh, something feels off, something's around. That's a creepy feeling. I've gotten that before backpacking. There was a time where I was backpacking and with somebody else, and then all the bird chatter stopped, which is a good sign that some predator is around. Whether that's a predator we have to worry about, or that's a predator that's more scared of us than we're scared of it, whether it's of any danger, you don't know. You know, you're out in the sticks, no cell service. You don't have the vision that a night predator has. So you know there's already an advantage if it is something that's feeling a little bit frisky, feeling a little bit angry, or a little bit aggressive, you know? So that's scary. And I'm not worried about my danger, about true danger or health. I'm more worried about all the mental effects. I'm worried about feeling really uneasy at night, and I'm worried about not having fun while I'm out here. So I'm not worried about getting injured or something attacking me. I have bear spray, which has a 35-foot deployment range and works on just about everything that has eyes. And I'm worried about only things that have eyes. Humans, bears. I don't think there's mountain lions out here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's my spiel. So, what I don't really want to do is have to pull water, but I'm afraid this is the last time we have some really good moving water before I get to my campsite. Now what's important is that we grab it from areas that are moving and not too stagnant. The water here is really high in iron, so it's why it's called red Red River. I won't be able to filter that out well, which is not the end of the world. So essentially I'm gonna take this as like a, oh shit, water source. If we get up there or something and we're just like really just packed through our 3 liters. I'm definitely gonna finish it off with cooking and coffee tomorrow. So we're gonna grab like 2 liters here, just in case like we really drain through and have nothing tomorrow. Then I'll just filter it out, and then we can worst case also cook it. But I have a Sawyer squeeze which filters out essentially everything but viruses. Viruses aren't a big risk in the waters. Mostly are parasitic type stuff, bacteria, amoebas. Let's find a good moving spot. And I'm using the natural movement of the stream to kind of fill it for me. All right, cool. This is about 1.5. This is 3 liters. Let's get 2 just so we're not and finding out, you know? All right, boom, 2 liters. You can see it looks gross. That's why we filter it. I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the air out of it. It's a flight paramedic and me. No air bubbles in the bag, especially for flight medicine. It's not good. All right, let's repack and get out of here. Up on the knee, up and through, over the shoulder. Just like that, don't throw your back out. All right, yalla. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, dying man on a trail in the middle of nowhere. So I've got some beef with All Trails. I'm just gonna lay it all out there. All Trails said that this was around a 7-mile out and back, which means half of it, which is where I'm camping about halfway through, should be about 3.5 miles. I'm now at 5.5 miles and still probably have easily another mile left. I bet you that this is easily a 6.5, 7-mile hike by itself, one way, point to point, not an out and back. The last mile I've had, and probably another mile forward, is like all this shit. I don't know if you can see, but it's like all like high grade shit. I'm seeing stuff in the woods now. Cool, awesome. A tree just startled me. This is a great start to the night. And just to show you what I'm talking about, so this is the entire hike. And we're gonna be finishing off over there. Currently we're at 5.5 miles, about 2.5 hours, traveling about 1,000 feet up. Pacing pretty good, about a 20-minute mile. It says currently that we are 2.8 miles in. It literally is saying that that whole thing to where we are is 2.8 miles, even though we've tracked 5.5, literally double, and 3.6 miles is where we're headed to. So halfway through is 3.6 miles. There's absolutely no way that's possible because we've already tracked 5.5. So I really do think All Trails is way off. I don't know if it's just this hike, if All Trails is consistently like this. I haven't had this experience before, but I just got pro, so I'm just for the first time doing a downloadable maps because I couldn't do that unless you pay for the subscription. Yep, 5.5 miles. If I had to guess, that last little bit is probably another mile. All right, well, it says most of the elevation is right here, right this little bit here. A little bit ahead of us, we'll be there and comfortable. Cool. All right, let's get back to this uphill monstrosity. Oh my God. That's it. Lion's Head. Oh my God. I'm fucking exhausted. That was not 3.5 miles. That was quite literally 7 miles. Whew. So my plan was to camp right around the peak. But there's all these rocks they're not connected, they're fissures. There's no real good flat spot to do anything safely. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat, we're gonna enjoy the area, maybe take some pictures. And then we're going to head back in. Maybe like a couple, 0.2 miles, maybe like a fifth of a mile in. Back in is a bunch of nice campgrounds with fireplaces. I think what I'm gonna do is throw up a hammock, and if I have the energy after eating some of this, I'm gonna find some wood, chop up some wood, start a fire, and just relax for the rest of the night. It's about what, 7 p.m. I love the sound of a camping cup. I don't know why. That was good. Come on. Alrighty. I found where I'm going to be camping tonight. This is the campground. We've got a fire pit, a chair. There's three out here, it looks like, 3 little spaces, and I chose this one because it has the open sky, and I hear the stargazing out here is absolutely magnificent. So I want to be under the sky as much as possible. Beautiful. Awesome. Well, all right, time to get set up. I will see you when it's set up. Worst pour of my life. L'chaim. Alright, there's a deer right over there. There was. I did not hear them at all, and they were right there. That's so cool. There you go. You see the eyes? Oh, that's so cool. Those eyes, those reflective eyes are them. Hey, buddy. You by yourself? Where's your friend? Oh, that's so cool. Just don't understand. I wonder how close I can get. Female deer. Alright, bye, buddy. Alright, we are tucked into bed. I wish that this camera could pick up super low light like your eyes do, which obviously they don't, because up there is just the stars and the treetops. Like, you can see them. Like, right now it goes intermittent. The wind is intermittent, so it's like dead silent.
Like you can't hear a like it's just a silence like I feel like you don't ever hear. And then some wind blows through. I hear it first through the trees, and then you get a nice little breeze through the mesh of the tent. It's actually pretty nice. But with that being said, good night. Morning. Hello. It's like 7, a little after 7 a.m. It's pretty though. It's the view. This is the view. Very active wildlife at night. Deers all over. They got really close to the tent, so I'd hear like crunching stuff walking around. Other than that, it was as good of a sleep as you get camping, you know. Temps dropped a little bit. Probably dropped into like now it feels like it's like the 60s, but I think overnight it dropped down into the 50s, which is fine. I was comfortable. My sleeping bag is like rated to the 30s. I'm chilling. Alright, gotta get up. Make some coffee, breakfast, and head back down.
All right, we are back. Quick synopsis of the hike because rain's coming in. As you can see, it turned out that it was actually 7 miles in, 7 miles back, about 13 to 14 total miles. It wasn't a 7 mile out and back, which would have been 3.5 in, 3.5 out, like it was originally marked on AllTrails. So that's cool that I was able to do that much. It gives me a good reference point of what I can do. I don't want to do that much again in the future, like squash it unless I'm prepared for it. I luckily happened to eat a heavy breakfast and lunch, and that really helped me. If I didn't have those calories, I would have been hurting a lot more, and I was struggling a little bit along parts. It's not an undoable amount of distance in a day, but rather do it in a day, not trying to rush to set up like I was. All in all, really fun experience. First solo hike. Definitely tested my limits at a really full pack, probably about 40-50 pounds, and did, like I said, more mileage than I was expecting to do. So all in all, rain didn't come in until about 2 miles coming back on the hike, which is awesome. I love the sound of rain in the forest. As you can hear, it's just very relaxing for me. But it didn't come down when I was doing anything serious other than film this outro. So as always, let me know what you think. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, if there's anything you want to see that you didn't see, something you saw that you didn't really care about. I really enjoy making videos in general and just hiking and backpacking in general. So I'll probably do more of these anyways, but no matter what I do appreciate input and feedback. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.